all around gut health. And
oh, mine's frozen. Hey, are you there?
yes, I'm here. Are you there?
Hey. Hello. Sorry.
Hello, welcome, Kat. I just said a very warm welcome to Kat Abianac, and I bet I didn't say that right, so I'm sorry if I didn't.
Oh, that's all right. It's a pain of a last name. Am I allowed to have a crack at yours?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, let's go. Roelofs.
Yep, well, Roelofs, so you're close.
So close. Thanks so much for letting me ask you some questions about the gut health challenge, because I was, I'm not going to say I was excited, because I know I need to do this and it's going to be really beneficial, and I know that I'm really going to enjoy stepping through the process. But when I saw you and Jessie do your live stream and saw that Jessie's jumping on, Jessie Reimers from Get a Fresh Start, and she's doing the gut health challenge, it's one of those moments where you go, oh, I need to do this. I just need to. I'm feeling icky. We're getting towards the end of the year. So that's the main reason why I wanted to ask you a bunch of things, because I know that sometimes people won't ask the real questions that they really want to know because they don't want to look silly. But I don't mind looking silly on the internet, so let's roll with it.
Yeah, let's roll. Yeah, little bits of frozen brains every now and then. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, sounds good. So the first thing is, like, for me, when I saw it, I went, oh, God, she's going to try and change my life and make me do all the things that I don't do. Because, like, let's be honest, I love coffee. And I know someone else on this webinar who also enjoys coffee. So is that you? You're the coffee drinker. So, like, it's all about, and what I've learned from you is it's all about, this is not like making huge radical life changes. This is literally making short-term changes as a cleanse to just kickstart your body, get all the toxins out, start from scratch, and allow your body to kind of have a little bit more intuition about what you're putting into it, because you're feeling the impacts of it more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've designed this this Gut Health Reboot program with two other very busy mums, and we all love our coffee and our wine, and we've all failed cleanses before because we weren't prepared, we didn't have our minds around it, and we all just didn't quite know what we were giving up and what we were to include in a cleanse. So that's the reason we've put this together, to be a really practical, very well supported cleanse, so people know what they can and can't have. But like you said, Kat, we're having the whole month of October to just wean off some of these foods that we're going to give up in November, so you can get really clear about what you're going to have, what you're not going to have, start to introduce some of those substitutes so it doesn't come like this massive shock and cold turkey time come November. So, yeah, we're very gentle. And even through the cleanse, like, one thing we want people to understand is that, you know, when you're out and you might be at a wedding or we're out with friends and you slip up and you have that glass of wine or that coffee, and then you give yourself a really hard time and all that sort of shame and disappointment, we know that that floods your body full of much worse chemicals like cortisol and other, you know, some damaging chemicals that rush through your body as those feelings, and they're worse for you than probably the food that you've just ingested. So we try to ensure that people have this much more gentle kind of mindset to themselves, so that if they do have one thing through the cleansing month, or, you know, a couple of things, or they slip up a bit, it's all okay, and you've got a massive community of support. You can just be honest, just own it and enjoy it, and just move on too.
Yeah, that's so good. Like, just being able to openly post about what I've been doing, what I've done, because I find that with a lot of other things I've done, I did like a Michelle Bridges challenge, and I found that it was hard for me to stick to because I wasn't a meal planner, I wasn't a prepper, but, you know, you do kind of end up with like different camps of people in different discussion groups and things, and they all look like they're doing an incredible job, and it's a great program, you know, for at me at the time, but I definitely didn't get the most out of it that I could. Totally different, nothing to do with cleansing, but just the whole concept of joining a challenge for a set amount of time and having to do that. So my most important question for you, because I'm really big on habit and knowing how hard they are to break. And often, like when you look at your habit over that period of time, it's actually not about the thing that you're doing. It's about you're getting triggered by something, and that's what's triggering you to do that habit. So obviously when I take away my reward, which is coffee, I'm still gonna have that trigger. So, you know, I know what all my triggers are for wanting to drink coffee or like have a break or grab a takeaway coffee. So when I do get that, what's something good that I can replace it with? Like, are there a lot of alternatives that will be talked about? Are they easy to get? That's my question. Am I going to have to drive around Brisbane finding a Flannery's that's open at 8 p.m. when the kids are asleep? Can I run into Coles?
Yes, you can. And what we've got is this whole, like within the Gut Health Reboot program, we've got around 11 online resource books that can help you through, you know, exactly this sort of stuff. We've got a psychologist on board also who is there, and the next webinar that we've got on Monday night is all around creating habits in terms of sourcing the like what you need. You know, one of the recipes that Vanessa, who's a holistic nutritionist and a wellness coach, she's put together this whole book of coffee substitutes, but one of them is a hot cacao turmeric latte. So, and people are loving that at the moment. That seems to be a really great alternative for people, and all those ingredients can come from Coles. And then there's other like chicory style coffee substitutes that you might have to go to a specialty shop to get them, but with you know, a bit of planning and not leaving it till 8 o'clock on a, you know, on a night when the kids are gone to bed, but just being mindful and going through this book and going, okay, I might try that one and that one. And then other people are posting what they're doing to give up coffee in the group and what they're having success with. So then you go, okay, where'd you get that from? And they'll you know, be able to share that.
Yeah, that's actually super handy because I'm big on, like, I get a lot of my groceries online, or I, you know, like for example, yesterday I was running low on sunscreen, so I jumped on and got some more sunscreen because I've just switched to a different natural one. But like, so in the ebooks in the group, there'll be lots of resources online where we could order this sort of stuff and get stocked up before November starts.
Absolutely. So the kind of resources, like this is the little kit that we're sending out to everyone. I've got it just here. So we send everybody who's doing the program this little kit, and so this is just like the starter cookbook, and we've actually got a lot of other cookbooks already in the group. This is just breakfast, and then a whole lot of Buddha bowl combination ideas in the middle. So that's a good little recipe kickstart. Things like a breakfast salad, which is like smoked salmon with avocado salad and a hollandaise sauce, which is really easy to make, just makes like, you know, a couple of minutes. And my husband and I love having that for lunch and dinner actually, but it's here as a breakfast recipe. Things like just making chia puddings at night. So getting your chia seeds and soaking them with coconut milk and a couple of spices, and then serving that up with some nuts in the morning. That's what a lot of people are enjoying for breakfast. There's also, while we're taking out like grains and dairy and sugar and coffee and alcohol out of people's diets, with the amount of amazing food, and you're talking about a busy mum who has kids and who just can't eat gluten and dairy anyway, and she's reconverted all the family favourite recipes into allergen-free recipes. So, and they're even more delicious than what the real, like, you know, the ones that might have dairy in them. So people like are finding these recipes like they're much better than their normal like day-to-day family recipes, and easy too. And one of the other cookbooks we've got is a slow cooker cookbook. So like busy mums can just stick on the slow cooker at breakfast time, and then you've got dinner and at least lunch the next day, and sometimes maybe another dinner the next night. So with the kind of recipes we've got, we save people money over the entire program, because people aren't going to go and get takeout anymore, because they're just going to go, okay, I'll just stick on this slow cooker, so I'm preparing for tomorrow and like tomorrow night's dinner and tomorrow.
Oh, it's just frozen on me again. Give me a sec. Ooh. I'm just waiting for it to come back. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not.
Sure, you know, almonds and cashews, eggs, some cinnamon, and it comes out as, you know, you'd think it would be made with a flour, but it hasn't. So that's a nice breakfast as well. Vanessa's got a banana bread with macadamia nuts. So really simple kind of recipes, but they work, and you don't realise that you're not eating things in your diet. So taking, you know, sweeteners out, but we still have fruit in the cooking to sweeten things up. But yeah, so people don't feel like they're missing out. The other couple of resources that we send you is this journal. So like you were saying about habits, this little journal helps people, and you know, you mentioned that you know what your triggers are, Kat, but maybe other people don't. So this questions about, you know, what their relationship to, you know, if they know that they reach for some food, like what does trigger them with that, and then when they are challenged, like what are you going to do, or if you feel like you want to give up, what, starting to future-proof that for yourself. What are you going to do? What's some of the action steps? Like,
oh my goodness, I think Chantal might have dropped out. If she did drop out, I'm just going to jump onto YouTube and have a quick look, because we only had a couple of things to add on for you anyway. So let me really quickly shoot her a message. All right, so I am assuming, oh, I just got a message from Liz saying, yeah, she's gone. So can you see me? I'm hoping you guys can see me, because I can give you the last couple of points of this. Yay, I'm still here. Okay, guys, so obviously I'm not the gut health webinar expert or the gut health challenge host. I was just interviewing Chantal about this, but it sounds amazing. I'm doing the gut health challenge. It's really, it's not something I've done before, but I know how important gut health is. Obviously, I have a child with special needs, and we try and make sure that we do certain things for him and limit stuff where we're able. And so I have researched it extensively. I'm really excited to do it. As far as what supplement, so obviously you'll need to supplement your diet as well while we're doing this. So Chantal will send a follow-up email to everyone that's watched the webinar, or I'm assuming she'll add some comments in YouTube as well for that to add on what you'll need to prep and get ready as well. And that's pretty much it. So there's a group already set up. There's heaps of resources in there. As she mentioned, there's a psychologist on board, there's a nutritionist, and I found it to be a really, really great support already for me while starting up, because it's really hard, you know, if it's when you are just kicking it off and you're doing it as a one-off towards kind of a healthier lifestyle and integrating better choices into your diet. I eat a lot of Uber Eats right now. I've been really busy with a course launch, so it's not all been good stuff. That's all I'm saying. So don't feel guilty about that sort of thing. And don't think that gut health challenges or improving a health or doing a cleanse is only for people that are already uber healthy. It's just not true. Like, this will benefit everybody. I know that. Definitely know that. So I'd love you to join me and learn from Chantal and her team of experts. And I think she might be back, which would be terrific, because she can fill us in on the supplement side of it. Let's have a look. Maybe not. Okay, we'll see if we can go back there. Hello. So Chantal, I've just filled everyone in on basically, I haven't gone through any of the supplements, but I've said obviously that you'll need to supplement your diet while you are doing the cleanse. And then I talk through the amazing resources that are already in the group. Start from the first. I think you're muted, so you may not be able to hear me either.
oh, there you are. I'm back.
So I've just talked to everyone through that there's already lots of amazing resources in the group. So what we'll do really quickly to finish up is, because we're running a little bit over and we did want to keep it quite short for busy mums, but what sort of supplements do people need to prep when they go and enroll in the challenge? What will they need to make sure they have by the 1st of November?
Okay, so the program bookings are open till the 15th of October. This gives you time to access the supplements from your doTERRA wholesale account from the States. And what you'll need is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the Terrazyme digestive enzyme, Zendocrine complex. They're not the soft gels, but the complex, which is the herbs of Zendocrine, GX Assist, PB Assist. So just on that, GX Assist is one that people who are pregnant and breastfeeding are finding an alternative for, but there's already been, people talking about that in the group. So people who are pregnant and breastfeeding just need to be mindful of that and, contact your healthcare professional before doing this cleanse just to check that it's okay for you.
Awesome. So I'm guessing you'll send a summary of that out in the email after the webinar anyway, with the link for people to register, because guys, don't forget, you've only got 48 hours really. You've only got 2 days left to register for the Gut Health Challenge cleanse, because you just need to have everything prepped and ready, and that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for answering my questions. I personally feel a lot more confident about it now. I was feeling a little bit like I didn't know where to start or what to do. So I'll wait for my pack to arrive and I'll keep having a look in the group and plan out my amazing breakfasts. Yeah, great. And people are posting what they're having already in the group. So there's a lot of inspiration from the community in there. They're taking shots of what they're eating. And Vanessa will be putting some meal plans out through the group as well. She's really good at putting those together. It's going to be a fun month doing the cleanse with you, Kat. Yay, super excited. Thanks, Chantal. See you in the group. Thanks, Kat. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.